Would you be scared to do a skin fade like this until all the length on the top like that? It can be pretty scary and pretty difficult. So in order to make it easier, I'm going to go ahead and begin by setting in my first initial guideline. Really making sure to drop it down towards the back. That way we can contour the fade into its head shape. Also by dropping the guideline down instead of going straight across, that's going to allow us to build up more weight near the crown area. Now of course I was able to set in my first initial guideline before debulking, but if your client has a lot of hair, then go ahead and debulk first using a high guard such as a number 4. That way you can dig in, and as you get near the top, you can start tilting your clippers outwards to go right off the head. And that's really going to help you start blending into the top. So now with my guideline set in and the top blended already, I know that I only have to create the fade within this area. So with my lever all the way open, meaning that the top blade is extended away from the bottom blade, I'm going to create a section right above the first line, making it about a finger's width, and also using the corner of the blade to really be able to tilt out and create that curved shape around the ear and curve down with my first initial line. Now I can go ahead and close the lever, meaning that the top blade and the bottom blade are closer to each other. And I'm going to begin at the very bottom again, using the corner to really be able to dig in and going about a 1/4 inch above the first line. And I'm just going to continue working my way up within that section, opening the lever 1 notch at a time until my lever is all the way open and I'm on top of that section. So now that section is completely faded out, and I'm going to continue working in small sections like that all throughout the side versus trying to attack the whole side all at once. And that's really going to allow me to keep the fade where I want it a lot better. Again, I'm really making sure that my blade is completely flat on the skin, and I'm just sliding up. I'm not flicking out, I'm sliding up, opening the lever a little bit at a time, working my way up within that same section. And now with the bottom faded out and the top already blended in for us, we can work on taking the line out right in between. So now I'm going to begin at the top and work my way down. And since I used the number 4 in this area, now I'm going to be using the number 3 and begin working my way down towards this line. Meaning that I'm going to be switching into a smaller guard and fading my way down towards this line. And that's really helping me to soften up that line. But again, every time that you switch into smaller guard, you're not going up as high anymore, you're staying even lower. And now with my number 1, you're really going to be able to see how much of the line is disappearing now. And since we're using a number 1 in this area and we ended off with a 0 down here, then of course a half guard is going to be able to come right in between those two and connect those two sections in for us. So now we made that line in between disappear, but we also created gradiency within this whole fade. And just like that, we were really able to do a skin fade while maintaining all the bulk on the top. All because we knew exactly what steps to take. Please make sure you subscribe,